Hello YouTube people, today I am going to show you new watch from Cadisen. Cadisen has sent me this watch for free, I don't have to ship it back, so thank you Cadisen for sponsoring this YouTube channel. And usually when I do a sponsored video I don't want to talk about negatives, that's just not nice, so I do showcase instead of a review, But this time I'm gonna do an exception and I'm gonna do a review where I tell you all the negatives as well, because I really like this watch and I think the positive technical things that this watch has outweigh the negatives by a huge margin. So let me tell you everything about this watch. Let's do a full review. Okay, let's take a better look and let's begin with the negative things. So I only found two negative things. First one, let me show you. The glass itself is actually sapphire crystal, as you can see, but the cyclop, nothing. It doesn't register anything. And you might say, oh, it's very small object, so it doesn't pick it up. But I can give you an example where it does pick it up. So, for example, yeah, look, this cyclop is sapphire. Glass itself is sapphire, but on this watch nothing. On cyclop there is nothing, so that's first technical flaw. And next technical flaw is the crown guards, in my opinion. The top of the crown guards are very nice. Very nice. Crown is sticking out, is very easy to use, but the bottom of crown guards are sticking out more than the crown itself, which makes using crown very annoying. Very annoying, because I have to push through the crown guards in order to grab the crown itself. So that's a little bit annoying. But that's it on the two negative things that I could find. Other two things I would like to show you are neither positive nor negative. It's about the bracelet and the clasp. The clasp, you might be disappointed that this is just folded metal clasp, but good things about this clasp are that this clasp just feels good. It is well built. It locks in place like that, and there is no free play. No free play. It feels very tight. It feels well made. This is a good clasp. I cannot complain. Let's lock it up on the wrist, just like that. Very secure. No free play. Feels good. This is a good clasp. I can't complain. It also has 3 micro adjustments. Now about the bracelet. About the bracelet, good and bad things. It's not bad. I mean, the only complaint I could tell about the bracelet that it does have a little bit of sharpness. A little bit of sharpness. How much? Well, exactly the same amount as Tissot PRX bracelet. Tissot PRX bracelet looks a little bit sharp, but it does feel a little bit sharp around the edges. But keep in mind, this Tissot PRX is 3 times more expensive watch than this Cadisen, yet this Cadisen makes the same quality, just the feel itself is the same quality as Tissot PRX on the edges. So can't really complain about that, because other than that, this bracelet is simply wonderful. It looks amazing. It fits inside the lugs very, very well. There is no free play. There is no gap. Handlings are milled metal, solid metal. It's good. Also, the most important thing is the comfort. Look, this bracelet has free play side to side. It has some flexibility, which is a little bit unusual for a bracelet. But that's why this bracelet feels so good on the wrist. It's super comfortable. I have worn this watch on this bracelet full week, and it's so comfortable I could even sleep with this watch on my wrist. I'm very surprised. It feels very flexible, very organic. This is actually the most comfortable bracelet I have ever seen, and it is very beautiful. So what are good things about this watch? Well, this watch looks amazing, but about the looks a little bit later on. First of all, let's check the quality, and I'm actually surprised by the build quality of this watch. I mean, look at the alignment. Everything is straight, everything is in place, nothing is misaligned. It's very nice. Cyclop is straight on, hands on 6 also straight. Chapter ring, bezel also feels wonderful. It has certain amount of friction that I cannot knock it out of the place easily with one finger, so I can actually trust it as a timing device. Clicks feel also very nice. There isn't much of a play. It feels good quality actually. It's a very nice bezel. Locks in place, very well aligned. Crown action. Crown itself feels wonderful. Very well damped, very slow, very nice ratio. And now a very important thing I would say, which tells the quality of the build of this watch. Let me show you something. I bought this Festina watch with broken movement. It's a quartz movement that flips date instantaneously, and for me was a big struggle to set hands right so that it would flip the date close to the midnight. I did that several times, and this is the best I could do. Let me show you. So 10 minutes, 5 minutes, yeah, so 3 minutes after midnight, and that's the best I can do. It's a little bit tricky to set hands exactly to flip the date on the midnight. But look, Tissot PRX. Also, let's start with 9 p.m. By the way, this Tissot PRX has the same movement as on Festina, and nothing has messed up with this watch. This is how it is from the factory. So 11 p.m. 11:45, also the same movement with insta flip. Yeah, it flips the date 7 minutes till midnight. So even I can do a little bit better than the Tissot. But let's see how this Cadisen does. This is, well, automatic movement is different. It takes a little bit of time to flip the date, but let's see how close to the midnight it actually flips the date. So 15 minutes till midnight. Do you see that? This is amazing. Somebody who built this watch, they really knew what they were doing. I know what I'm talking about because I really struggled to put those hands 3 minutes close to the midnight to flip the date. Even Tissot cannot manage to put those hands right on the midnight to flip the date. But Cadisen, look, right on the midnight. I am so surprised by the build quality of this watch. It's just amazing. How is the lume on this watch? Well, it's not something that would catch you off guard, surprised, like, wow, look, this watch is shiny on the wrist. No, it doesn't do that, but the good thing about this lume is that it is relatively long lasting. Me, I don't charge this watch before going to sleep. I just take this watch off my wrist, put it behind my pillow, and even early in the morning, I look at the watch and I see the time without any problem, without even charging this watch up before going to sleep. So it is not strong, but it is long lasting lume. I mean, it's a little bit unfair to put it next to Citizen Pro Master, but I just wanted to show the comparison versus extremely good lume, how it looks like, but it still lasts till the morning without charging it up. So I can't really complain about this lume. So I was just playing around, messing with some different straps, and wanted to show you how this watch looks like on them. If I'll find, I'll put links in the description where I bought them, but I can't really promise. It's been a while. First one is silicone strap, very comfortable. Another one is rubber, black rubber strap, still very comfortable because it has lots of flexibility and lots of holes, so it's very breathable throughout the summer and looks pretty good. and it looks pretty good. You know, many straps look very good on this watch, even this crazy red strap. I know it's not really for me, I guess, but maybe some days when I have excessive amount of energy in the summer, yeah, maybe I would wear it on a red strap. It's a little bit striking, but that's maybe what you want sometimes. This is simple nylon strap, gray, but it's a little bit shiny gray strap. It looks pretty good. You know, everything looks good on this watch because this watch is just a very good looking watch. And yes, blue watch on a blue strap. How does it look like? Lovely. It looks lovely. It looks very good. And don't look at the strap, look at the watch. Oh my gosh, this dial is so beautiful. Sometimes it catches the reflection just right, and it looks so good, so playful. So this is another blue strap. This is one is a little bit tangible, very comfortable, has interesting locking clasp. It looks cool. It looks very good with this watch. But for me personally, this watch looks the best on its original bracelet, and it actually feels very good on this bracelet. I have mentioned you several times already that I'm surprised by the comfort of this watch, that this bracelet has this, you know, side to side flexibility, which makes it feel very good on the wrist. It's like it's not loose, but it's not stiff. Most important, it's not stiff, and it looks beautiful. I mean, look at this dial, how it catches reflections of the light. I just can't take my eyes off this watch. It is so beautiful. It makes me so happy. And that's, you know, that's the most important thing. This watch makes me happy. And in terms of a comfort, look, I just shake my wrist a little bit and this watch just sits in the right place, in the right spot, very flat. It's just very comfortable watch to have on the wrist and very beautiful. Look at this dial, how it catches light. I'm so amazed by this watch. This watch is just incredible. So what's the final verdict for this watch? This watch looks amazing, it feels very comfortable, and build quality is surprisingly good. That's the final verdict. Cadisen, well done Cadisen. You know, let's put it in a very simple way. I currently have a full box of incredible, wonderful watches waiting in line for a review. Yet this is the watch I have worn for the past week. Not for the testing purposes, it's just because I really like it. It's very beautiful and it's very comfortable. And speaking about comfort, I usually don't like bracelets. Bracelets usually feel too stiff for my wrist. I prefer to swap it over with leather straps or silicone straps. But I have worn this watch on its original bracelet full week and no complaints about the comfort. I'm really surprised how comfortable it feels like. It has this flexibility side to side, which makes it feel very organic on the wrist. It's very, you know, it doesn't feel stiff whatsoever. It's very comfortable. I could easily sleep with this watch on my wrist. That's how good it feels like. You know, generally speaking, I'm very surprised by this watch. Not only the looks, but build quality as well. Despite two technical things like cyclop not being sapphire and crown being a little bit overprotected, other than that, this watch is just wonderful. I really like it. I wish Cadisen would release version 2 sometime in the future, where they would upgrade cyclop to sapphire and would trim down crown guards a little bit. Well, that would be amazing. But you know, there is always room for improvements. So it's still wonderful watch, especially if you love blue dials. This blue dial version watch, I mean, week has passed, I still look at this watch and I'm like a little bit hypnotized. I'm like, oh my god, this thing is beautiful. It looks amazing. So yeah, well done Cadisen, well done. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.